We are now still in Nagasaki in the area of town called Dejima. This is a key part of the trading history between Europe and Japan. Going way back in history to the creation of Dejima itself and the exchange between Japan and Holland in 1636, under the orders of the Tokugawa shogunate, Dejima was originally constructed by the efforts of 25 influential merchants at the tip of the Cape of Nagasaki. The Portuguese who were living in the town were housed in Dejima, and the system of season control of trade there and stopping the spread of Christianity was complete. However, the Shimabara Rebellion occurred the next year, and in 1639 Portuguese ships were officially banned from coming to the harbour. But later it was the Dutch trading post in Hirado at the time that was moved to Dejima, and the exchange between Japan and Holland continued until the end of the Edo period. As a result, Dejima fulfilled an important role as the only trading port between Japan and Europe, the centre for Dutch study, and the source for necessary information towards the modernisation of Japan. The transition of Dejima started occurring from 1859, and other places such as Yokohama and Hakodate up in Hokkaido started trading with other countries based on a treaty of commerce, and the main location of trade in Nagasaki moved from Dejima to foreign settlements such as the present-day Glover Garden, where Thomas Glover and Frederick Ringer resided. Having fulfilled its role in history, Dejima lost its fan shape with the reclamation of the surrounding land and the rerouting of the Nakashima River. As the time period shifted into the Taisho era, in 1922 Dejima became a nationally designated historical site as the former Dutch trading post. We are now walking through a street where it's being reconstructed. Now this is because of World War II. In 1951, the plan to restore Dejima after the atomic bomb, of course, was made. We are walking in the east part of town, which was largely obliterated. Originally constructed by the merchants in the town, Dejima was in private possession. Nagasaki City took a period of 50 years to transfer the ownership rights to the city of Nagasaki. The restoration of 5 buildings, including the deputy factor's quarters, was complete in 2000, the year 2000, as the Phase 1 restoration project. The restoration of 5 more buildings, including the chief factor's residence, was completed in 2006 as Phase 1, and as part of Phase 3, 6 more buildings were built. As of 2016, the landscape of 16 buildings from the early 19th century have come back to life in Dejima, and that's where we are now. So we've just passed the captain's quarters, is that right? Okay. So we've just passed the captain's quarters, which are here, is that correct?
Yeah, captain's quarters.
We've just
Under
come past.
construction.
Under construction was that green building where we originally started, and that's a key building here in the Dejima history.
Yes.
What else would you like to tell us?
Well, if you like, I'd like to tell you the Dutch East India Company is worldwide. They have geography of Jakarta, Batavia today in that building.
In this building here?
Yeah.
So the original trade agreement was signed in this building, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a very important part in trading history.
Yes.
Now the Dutch trading, the India Trading Company was trading between China, Indonesia, and Japan. So between those 4 countries,
yes,
including Holland. And it's still a famous company today.
Multinational company.
Yes. So this was originally formed in this green building over here. And here, of course, we have the original dress, which people were wearing. Konnichiwa. So, can you tell us about the costume he is wearing?
Oh, his costume dates back to 400 years ago, where samurai used to wear.
Yes.
You notice samurai wear the sword too.
The sword, yes.
Sword.
What's the origin of the hat? What's the origin of the hat?
Hat, that's maybe just protecting from the rain. Although today is not raining.
So they're traditional Japanese hats.
Japanese, made by straw.
Made by straw. And do you know which area of Japan they originated in, or was it just a nationwide? Nationwide hat for protection.
Okay, this is a shoulder out.
Oh yes.
East
Yeah.
Indian company. How they say. Kingdom of Netherlands that the ship started and sailed all the way to Cape Town and sailed to Jakarta, modern Jakarta, Batavia, and turning up to north, cross the Taiwan Strait
Vietnamese
to Nagasaki.
Right.
Because, as you know, Nagasaki is the closest point.
That's right. Goodness. So how long would a voyage like that take?
I believe about 2 months.
2 months. Goodness. Are these original? Are these original?
No, I don't think so.
Right.
I hope that this is Batavia.
Batavia.
The scenery of Batavia.
Which was formerly Jakarta.
Now Jakarta.
Now Jakarta used to be
formerly
Batavia.
This is also Batavia. They have a big.
Batavia Palace. This is from the Moore's Voyages and Travels, published in London. Right.
You see the map of Japan over here.
An ancient map. Map of Indonesia and the Philippines. This map is from 1592 and it has been transported from the Maritime Museum, Prince Hendrik of Rotterdam.
Let's see, here is Formosa. This is Taiwan. So maybe Japan is up outside the map.
Yes, right. Finish off. And here, one of the replicas. This is the Portuguese.
The Portuguese. Do you know why Holland conquered the world after all?
Go ahead.
Count the number of guns.
Number of guns.
Guns.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
3 on the Portuguese.
And look at this.
The Dutch shot.
Dutch. Much stronger.
So 2, 4, 6.
80 gate for cannons.
13 on each side. Yes.
Very, very strong.
Now you mentioned here that the house was one of the only houses where the Dutch flag remained in Dejima.
One of the old houses that remains?
The Dutch flag. You're watching The Culture Cave. I'm Gabriella White. We're in Dejima, Nagasaki. Thank you for watching.
One of the old houses over that green.
One of the old houses.
Green building over there. That's missionaries.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So we're heading to the missionary house. Thank you for watching.